I have been using LG C5 OLED 48-inch TV as my primary monitor, but I wanted a second monitor for work and everyday productivity. So I bought this monitor. This is LG Ultragear G6. It is a 27-inch 2K gaming monitor with 200Hz refresh rate. Before opening the box, make sure you open the box from the front side. Otherwise, you might accidentally damage the display if you open the box from the other side. Let's unbox it and see what you get inside. First, you get the instruction manual. LG has included a DisplayPort cable instead of HDMI cable because you need DisplayPort to get 200Hz refresh rate. Then you get the power adapter, the base, the stand, and finally, the monitor itself. At the back of the monitor, you get two HDMI ports which support up to 144Hz and one DisplayPort which supports 200Hz refresh rate. You must buy a Type-C to DisplayPort cable separately to get full 200Hz refresh rate. One of the main reasons I bought this monitor is the audio jack. I will explain why later in the video. You also get the power connector. Do not take the monitor out yet. Let's assemble the stand first, then we can simply snap it onto the monitor before lifting everything out. Even though the base is not made entirely of metal, it still feels heavy and sturdy. At the bottom, there are 4 rubber feet, so the monitor does not slide around on the desk. The stand is also well built. It is made of high quality polycarbonate plastic and feels quite solid. Align the stand with the monitor and press gently until you hear a click. Now connect the power adapter and power it on. One thing I liked about the stand is, you can easily move the monitor up and down with minimum effort. You can also tilt it, rotate it to full 90 degrees to enjoy content in portrait mode. The build quality also feels solid and the monitor does not wobble much. Another thing I like is the joystick. Instead of 4 or 5 buttons underneath, LG gives you a single joystick in Ultragear series. It makes navigating the menu much easier. Move it left or right to control volume, up or down to control brightness. Press it once and switching inputs is also very quick. It is one of those small things that makes using the monitor easier in everyday use. Double-click the joystick to open the main menu. Here you will find all the gaming features. There are different game mode profiles depending on what you are playing. It also supports AMD FreeSync Premium, which helps reduce screen tearing and stuttering during gaming. One thing I noticed is the response time setting. If you set it to faster, you may notice a slight glow or halo around text while scrolling on a white background, so I recommend leaving it on normal. The video is shot in 30 frames per second, so you can't actually feel the 200Hz refresh rate in this video. You also get the standard picture settings like brightness, contrast, and color. Honestly, I did not have to change much. The monitor comes well calibrated out of the box and I was happy with the default picture quality. The display itself is matte, so reflections are almost non-existent. Even in a brightly lit room, I could comfortably use it. If you are worried about IPS glow or backlight bleed, you will be fine with this monitor. I tested it in a completely dark room. I set a black wallpaper and moved bright windows around. I could not notice any major bleed. A full-frame camera like mine do a lot better job in replicating what your eyes actually see. This was recorded on iPhone 16 Pro Max. Phone cameras make the monitor look bad. But when I was actually looking at the monitor, the screen looked pitch black. Some Amazon reviews show terrible IPS glow, but keep in mind phone cameras exaggerate it a lot by overcompensating exposure. So when you are reading reviews or looking at photos online, keep that in mind. Now let me explain why headphone jack is important on a monitor. I personally prefer a monitor with no speakers and has audio jack over the monitors that has built-in speakers. Most monitor speakers sound terrible anyway. Instead, Connect a proper speaker using the audio jack. If you have multiple devices connected, all of them can use the same speaker. Another feature that I absolutely love is auto input switch. Whenever you turn on a connected device, the monitor automatically switches to that input. For example, if my PC is already running and I turn on my PlayStation, the monitor automatically switches to the PlayStation. I do not have to open the menu and change the input manually every time. It is a small feature but makes a big difference in daily use. This monitor supports HDR 400, but honestly, just leave it turned off. I tried it, the colors actually looked worse. It is more of a marketing feature than something you will actually enjoy. Now, for gaming, this monitor supports NVIDIA G-Sync. It also has a 1 millisecond response time. Games feel smooth. There is very little motion blur. It was very hard to notice on PlayStation 5, and if you have a high refresh rate graphics card, you will definitely appreciate the 200Hz refresh rate. Today, not many games can actually make use of the full 200Hz refresh rate. But monitors usually last for many years, so you are also future-proofing your setup. Finally, here is a simple tip if you are buying a monitor. If you need a 27-inch monitor, I recommend getting a 2K. It is a sweet spot for gaming, work, and productivity. For 32 inches and above, go for 4K. But high refresh rate 4K monitors are very expensive today. And for 24 inches or smaller, Full HD is perfectly fine. Overall, I think this is an excellent 200Hz 27-inch monitor, making it the best in the price segment. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you are not. If you have any questions, please drop a comment. I will be happy to answer them. I will see you on the next one. Until next time, take care.